Welcome to Science Meets Adventure, exploring nature's secret, the channel where we dive into the stories written by our planet itself. Today, we're traveling to the heart of Turkey, to a land that looks like it belongs on another world, Cappadocia. Above ground, it is famous for its valleys, strange rock towers, and sunrise hot air balloons. But hidden beneath your feet lies something even more extraordinary: vast underground cities, carved deep into the earth, with many levels capable of sheltering tens of thousands of people. How were they dug? How did they function? And what kind of landscape made all of this possible? Let's find out. The video opens at dawn. A drone glides silently over a wide valley, the sky slowly turning from deep blue to soft orange. Far below, hundreds of colorful hot air balloons begin to rise, floating above a landscape that seems almost unreal. Tall stone pillars, cliffs, and rolling hills stretch into the distance. These strange formations, often called fairy chimneys, catch the first light, glowing gold and pink. From above, you can see the curves of ancient riverbeds and the layered texture of rock created over millions of years. It feels peaceful, almost dreamlike, but this calm surface hides a story shaped by violent forces of nature. Cappadocia's journey began tens of millions of years ago, when the collision of tectonic plates raised mountains and reshaped entire regions. Later, powerful volcanoes such as Mount Erciyes and Mount Hassan erupted again and again, covering the land with thick layers of ash, lava, and pumice. Over time, this ash cooled and hardened into a rock called tuff. Tuff has a special combination of properties. When it is freshly exposed, it is soft and easy to carve. But once it meets air and dries, it becomes strong, stable, and long-lasting. Above this softer tuff, harder layers of basalt formed protective caps. For millions of years, wind, rain, and temperature changes slowly carved away at this layered rock. Softer tuff eroded faster than the harder basalt, leaving behind tall stone pillars with hats on top and deep valleys where the rock has been worn away. Every curve, every chimney, every cliff is a record of natural forces working slowly but constantly. This same unique rock that allowed nature to sculpt such unusual shapes also gave ancient humans a powerful tool: the ability to carve deeply into the earth, creating safe, hidden spaces that could last for centuries. As the camera gradually descends from the sky to ground level, we move from the open valleys into the shadows of the underground world. Beneath the villages and fields of Cappadocia lies a network of underground cities like Derinkuyu and Kaymaklı, just two of more than 200 underground settlements discovered in the region. Some are small, just a few rooms. Others plunge down many levels, forming a layered maze of tunnels and chambers that could shelter entire communities. Imagine walking down a staircase carved directly into the rock, passing through narrow passageways where only one person can move at a time, and arriving in large underground halls where people once prayed, cooked, stored food, and even kept their animals. Archaeologists believe that the earliest parts of these underground cities may have been started by local civilizations such as the Phrygians, and later expanded by early Christians and Byzantine communities seeking refuge from invasions and religious persecution. Over time, these underground spaces grew deeper and more complex. Some cities are believed to have reached more than 18 levels underground, with intricate ventilation systems, wells, storage rooms, stables, wineries, churches, kitchens, and even schools. In Derinkuyu alone, it is estimated that 20,000 to 30,000 people could live underground at the same time, along with their livestock and supplies. When you consider that there are multiple such cities, all linked by tunnels stretching for kilometers, the total capacity becomes astonishing. From a scientific perspective, several questions arise. How did ancient builders manage to dig so deeply without modern machinery? How did they prevent the tunnels from collapsing? How did they make sure that fresh air reached the lowest levels? The answer lies partly in the properties of tuff and partly in clever design. The rock is relatively light and uniform, with fewer fractures than many other rocks, making controlled excavation possible. The builders carved large vertical ventilation shafts that could carry air down to the deepest floors. These shafts also doubled as communication routes, allowing sound, light, and sometimes even small objects to travel between levels. Along the corridors, they carved niches and small steps, making it easier to move in low light. At strategic points, round stone doors weighing hundreds of kilograms could be rolled into place to seal off sections during attacks. Once closed, these doors could only be moved from inside, turning the city into a protective fortress. Even with this knowledge, some mysteries remain. We still do not fully understand the exact techniques used to organize the excavation on such a large scale, nor do we have a complete picture of how all the underground cities connect. Modern researchers now use tools like ground-penetrating radar and 3D laser scanning to map hidden cavities under the surface, and new sections are still being discovered. The result is a place where science, history, and unanswered questions meet. A perfect example of how much we still have to learn about our own past. Above ground, natural processes continue to shape Cappadocia. Wind still blows fine dust through the valleys, slowly wearing down the rock. Rainwater flows through cracks, widening them and forming new channels. The region is still influenced by the slow movement of tectonic plates, and while the volcanoes are not actively erupting today, their ancient activity remains visible in every cliff and chimney. This makes Cappadocia a natural classroom for geology. You can see layers of different eruptions stacked on top of each other, read the history of erosion in the curves of the valleys, and observe how life adapts to a semi-arid volcanic landscape. Now, imagine that you are visiting Cappadocia as a traveler. The scene shifts to a real tourist's perspective. It is still early morning, and you're standing in a field as crews prepare the hot air balloons. Flames roar into the colorful fabric, and slowly the balloons stand upright. Soon, you are rising into the sky, the ground dropping away beneath you. From the basket, you have a 360-degree view of the plateau. Fairy chimneys, small villages, patchwork fields, and winding valleys. It is here, from above, that you truly feel the scale of the landscape and the power of the ancient forces that shaped it. Later in the day, you can lace up your hiking boots and explore the valleys on foot. Trails through Rose Valley or Red Valley take you past soft pink and red rock formations, small cave dwellings, and viewpoints where the entire landscape opens up beneath your feet. Along the way, you might notice small tunnels or carved openings in the rock, reminders that this land has been used as both home and refuge for thousands of years. Every step combines physical adventure with a sense of walking through deep time. Of course, no trip to Cappadocia would be complete without entering one of the underground cities. As you descend a stone staircase into Derinkuyu or Kaymaklı, the air cools and the light grows dim. The guide explains how each level served a different function. Stables near the entrance, where animals could be brought inside quickly. Kitchens and storage rooms farther in. Communal rooms, chapels, and schools deeper down. You run your hand along the wall and feel the marks of ancient tools. You see the circular stone doors that could be rolled into place to block passages. In that moment, the combination of geology and human ingenuity becomes incredibly real. After a day of exploring, you might check into a cave hotel, a modern adaptation of the same idea, carving into tuff for shelter. Inside, the walls are smooth rock. The rooms feel cozy, naturally insulated from the outside heat and cold. At night, if you step outside, the sky above Cappadocia is often full of stars. Because of the region's altitude and relatively dry climate, the air is clear, making it a perfect place for stargazing. You're reminded that the story of this place is connected not just to the earth beneath you, but also to the sky above. Cappadocia is not just about geology and architecture. It is also a living cultural landscape. In local restaurants, you can try dishes cooked in clay pots, breads baked in stone ovens, and traditional Turkish tea served in small curved glasses. Local artisans carve tough stone into lamps and sculptures, or weave patterned carpets that reflect centuries of Anatolian design. The same valleys that once sheltered hidden communities are now paths where travelers from around the world meet, share stories, and learn from one another. As the video begins to close, our drone rises once again above the land, retracing our journey from the depths below to the open sky. We have seen how volcanic eruptions, erosion, and time created a landscape perfectly suited for human creativity. We have walked through underground cities with many layers, capable of holding tens of thousands of people, built with techniques that are still not fully understood. We have watched how nature continues to shape Cappadocia, turning it into a living laboratory of geology, history, ecology, and culture. Thank you for joining this exploration with Science Meets Adventure, exploring nature's secret. If this journey into the hidden cities and surreal landscapes of Cappadocia inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to travel the world, uncovering the mysteries of nature and the stories of the people who live within it. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring nature's wonders.